This episode is part of the pool's Local Officials Stronger Together podcast series. It's one way we serve local officials through integrity, public service, fiscal responsibility, and operational excellence.
As always, please direct specific questions about coverage to your risk management advisor.
Welcome to the TML Risk Pool's Local Officials Stronger Together podcast. I'm your host, Scott Houston. In this episode, we want to talk about a recent report that shows a drastic decrease in on-duty law enforcement officer fatalities in 2025 compared to prior years. While even one fatality is too many, we do need to applaud the fact that the number of law enforcement professionals nationwide who died in 2025 decreased 25% compared to the year before. And that's according to preliminary data provided by the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund. That data shows that 111 federal, state, county, municipal, and U.S. territory officers died in the line of duty in 2025. Compare that to 148 officers who died in 2024. The 111 line of duty deaths in 25 represents a near historic low. The last time annual fatalities were at a comparable level was in 1943, when just 94 officers were killed in the line of duty. The good news is that Texas also saw a reduction from 18 line of duty deaths in 24 to 7 in 25, a reduction of 61%. After the break, I'll be visiting with Risk Pool law enforcement consultants Chase Stapp and Joseph Florance about this reduction and what the pool is doing to help keep the downward trend going. Then, as always, we'll do your action items to help you get everything you can from our partnership. All right, thanks for staying with us. I'm now here with Chase Stapp and Joseph Florance, the pool's law enforcement outreach consultants. Before joining the pool, Chase served as police chief and ACM in San Marcos, and Joseph served as a captain in Rockwall. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks for having us. Hey, you're welcome, Scott. Glad to be here.
Hey, we're thrilled to have you. So let's break down these national numbers a little bit. Chase, tell me about how firearms-related fatalities looked in 2025.
Well, Scott, nationally, firearms-related fatalities claimed the lives of 44 officers in 2025, which represents a decrease, actually, of 15% from the 52 officers killed by gunfire in 2024. And firearms attacks were the leading cause of death in both of those years.
Right. That makes sense. One of the other big issues that law enforcement officers have are roadside instances with all the traffic and other work that they do. What about traffic related fatalities nationally?
Yeah, Scott, you're right. They're a huge concern. One we focus a lot of energy on. There were 34 traffic related fatalities nationwide in 2025. Good news is that's a decrease of 26% compared to 2024, which had a total of 46.
Those numbers, that's still way more than we want to see, but we do see a reduction, which is always something that is trending in the right direction. So there's one other category. Joseph, tell me what other causes and fatalities, tell me what that category includes.
Yeah, the other category contains a wide variety of health-related deaths and other line-of-duty fatalities. 33 officer deaths are listed in the other category for 2025 versus 49 in 2024, which represents a 33% decrease.
Okay, so what we see is that things are moving definitely in the right direction nationally. And like I mentioned in the intro, they're also reducing some in Texas. What do you attribute these better numbers to? Chase, tell me what you think about that.
Well, really, I think it's a combination of several things that just collectively have improved over the years. Talking about things like better training, meaningful research, like what we're seeing done at the Art Center at Texas State University in San Marcos, better equipment across the board, increased use of body armor and seatbelts, and, of course, programs like Vincible and Below 100.
Right, and the pool's been involved in some of those things. Joseph, tell me what the pool's been doing to help reduce these fatality numbers.
Yeah, Scott, during our consultation visits, Chase and I have encountered an increase in the number of police departments that have implemented a wellness program in the past few years. Departments are doing a much better job of focusing on the overall health of their employees, including mental and physical well-being. The Risk Pool has been working on this through our Excellence in Law Enforcement initiative with a focus on training that addresses areas of exposure, including safety risk and physical and mental well-being, And we have a long-standing relationship with the Texas Police Chiefs Association through the Officer Safety Committee and the Vincible Roll Call Training Series, which provides daily reminders about officer safety with categories that address overall wellness.
That's awesome. Some of those efforts I've been involved with the Police Chiefs Association. That's just a first-class organization, and we're really excited to be partnering with them to help reduce this downward trend. And of course, we hope the downward trend continues. One of the things that I want to be clear about is we call you law enforcement consultants, but y'all are full-time risk pool employees, and you will do individual or virtual or in-person consultations with police chiefs to try to help them find out about their exposures and ways they can reduce risk. Tell me, what does that look like? Chase, tell me a little bit about what one of those consultations looks like.
Yeah, you bet, Scott. The typical law enforcement consultation aims to raise awareness about law enforcement specific resources that are available to our members from the risk pool. Secondarily, we want to demonstrate a format that departments can use to conduct recurring claims and loss reviews internally or on a recurring basis with either Joseph or myself. And then finally, we always have a wrap-up conversation about successful risk mitigation programs that may already be in use at those departments that can then be shared with our other members across the pool.
That's awesome. Well, all the folks that I've talked to have been really excited about the work that you guys are doing to spread the word about risk management to law enforcement. Hopefully this podcast reaches some of those, and they will folks that hear it will listen to the action items and take some steps to help mitigate their law enforcement exposures and make their departments even better than they are right now. So appreciate y'all guys being here, and we'll talk soon. Thank you.
Thanks, Scott.
All right, welcome back. Let's just do one action item today. Get with your city manager and police chief and ask about what risk management efforts they're taking. Adding things to a chief's to-do list is always tough. We know that. And we know about officer shortages and all sorts of other challenges they face. But we also think we can help enhance your police department's already excellent work. Just learning a few things about their exposures and where their losses are taking place can help focus efforts on the right things to make great departments even better. And please check out all the resources linked below this podcast. Reach out to me or to Chase or Joe at lawenforcementoutreach@tmlirp.org to learn more. That's it. Thanks for being our partner, and be sure to tune in to another episode soon.
To review written materials associated with the presentation or to ask Scott a question, please visit www.tmlirp.org and click on the Stronger Together podcast link. Please remember that the information in this episode is provided for informational purposes only and doesn't constitute legal advice. We recommend that you review the podcast and the accompanying written materials with your attorney prior to taking action.